Hey everyone, welcome back to MrPhoneDoctor.com. Today in this episode we are going to be covering replacing your front glass screen on an iPhone XS Max. But before we begin, I just want to give a huge shout out for everyone who has liked, shared, and subscribed to our YouTube channel. It means so much to us. We look forward to producing more video content out in the near future, so please subscribe and share our pages. If there's anything in particular you do want to watch, you can reach out to us. Feel free to comment down below or reach us on social media platforms such as Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook at Mr. Phone Doctor. So let's get back to the shop and get this sucker dissected. Alright, this is the OLED we're going to be working on in this video. We do want to first make sure that the touch and everything is fully responsive before we start disassembling any kind of mid-frame and glass and all that. This just assures that we have a full working OLED. After it's tested, then we'll go ahead and set it on the heating plate and start to disassemble the mid-frame bezel. Okay, so we went ahead and got the bezel removed. I'm going to go and give it a cleaning around the edges and go ahead and put my initials on here just so you guys know which LED we're working with here. Alright, so we went ahead and cleaned off the glue from all the bezels. Next step is, of course, we're going to want to test it, make sure that the OLED did not get any damage while we were removing the mid-frame and cleaning the glue. Alright, so it looks like everything is fully working. Touch is responding, which is great. So we can go ahead and move to the next step, which is going to be removing the glass from the OLED. Okay, so we have separated the glass from the OLED. Let's see here. Next step is going to be to remove the glue, but first thing is we do want to test it. Hello! How's everyone doing? Fantastic. Alright. So there we go. You see touch and everything's fully responsive. Which is perfect, just what we need. Next step is, like I said, we're going to want to remove all this glue. So let's go and get this glue removed and we'll clean the OLED and get it ready for lamination. Okay, let's go ahead and begin removing this glue from the LED. Okay, there you have it. Touch and everything is still fully working. Perfect, perfect. Alright, welcome back to the lab. Let's go ahead and proceed and get the glass laminated onto the OLED. Okay, so we have successfully laminated the XS OLED onto the glass, XS Max I should say. A few little bubbles, which of course we can definitely put in our autoclave and cook them out. But first thing is we always want to test after every step. Testing is pretty critical, guys. You do want to always make sure you're testing in every station that you go to. That way you can kind of keep track of what you're doing and where you may have made a mistake to prevent it in the future. So you see us testing here frequently. And there you have it. You have the XS XS Max OLED. Fully responsive. I'm going to go ahead and time it out so you guys can see some of the bubbles that were left. You can see them here. Right there. So we'll go ahead and cook those out in our autoclave. I like to call it the flux capacitor. It's pretty cool. Let's go and throw it in here. Or a little oven. We got many names for it. Hit puree. We'll be back in a few to check out the status on the bubble removing. So we have finished removing all the bubbles with the autoclave. Let's go ahead and see the product. And this looks cherry. Oh my. Let me show you guys. Let me get a closer shot so you guys can see. This is the final product. Here is the reveal. Look at that. Beautiful. Right, so let's go ahead and once again we're going to want to go and test it. And there we have it. XS fully restored. Touch and everything is fully working. Now these bubbles you see, these are just from this protector that I put on. We like to keep these on until we use it. So there you go. She is a beauty. All right. So we can finalize everything. We're going to want to go ahead and put our mid-frame bezel around it, and then we're going to want to apply the speaker mesh and of course the proximity sensor / front-facing camera holder. So let's go ahead and go back to our other station and we'll finish this up. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up applying the mid-frame bezel, speaker mesh, and the proximity front-facing camera holder. So here's the screen. Let's just go ahead and go in further detail. I want to show you guys the finished product. You can see this is the same LED that we started with my initials. And here is the finished product here. Came out perfect. Just what we want. I'm going to reapply this. Keep it from getting scratched. Alright, so let's go ahead and begin by applying the mid-frame bezel. So we have went ahead and glued the mid-frame onto the glass, or the bezel I should say. Everything looks good. You just want to make sure that everything sits nice and flush, which in this case it is. We'll let this sit for a couple hours, let the glue harden and dry, and then it'll be ready for installation. Okay, so this has been sitting here for a couple hours now. Let's go ahead and remove all our clamps so we can see the finished product. everything looks nice and flush. So we're going to give one last final detail cleaning on this to clean any glue that seeped over from when we attached the bezel. To do this, we just use our finger, or we can also use a cleaning cloth with a little bit of alcohol. Okay, it's time to reveal the final product that we finished refurbishing. You can see touch is fully working. The edges are nice and clean. We cleaned out everything from the bezel, any glue that seeped over onto the glass. And this just looks cherry. Customer is going to be very, very happy with this. And you can see it's the same OLED we started with. Okay, so that wraps up our video on the iPhone XS Max. I really hope that you guys got some useful information from this video we put out today. If you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, or even need a repair, leave your comments below and we'll get a hold of you ASAP. In the meantime, please subscribe, like, and share our YouTube channel. It means so much to us, and we look forward to producing more quality content in the future. Have a great one. Cheers.